Right, so it is time to step out of my comfort zone when it comes to street photography. So yeah, grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a coffee, grab yourself whatever you want, take a seat, and let's follow me on the adventure. Hey, and welcome back everybody, welcome back to another video. Here at Benham, I am Nathan, and it's an absolute pleasure to have all of you here today. Thank you so much for clicking on that thumbnail. So we're back out in the city, and what we're going to be doing today is, I've become a huge fan of street photography over the last 18 months or so. As you may or may not know, since the pandemic, I have had to sort of divert a little bit away from doing portrait photography and had to try and find a sort of like a new niche or a new sort of like, say, sort of direction a little bit. I am getting more and more work and taking a little bit more time shooting people, which I'm really enjoying. So if anyone is in London based and they want to hook up, please hit me up in the description below or come and find me on Instagram. That'll be absolutely brilliant to hook up with you. But one part of street photography that I'm still really nervous about is the sort of concept of shooting people. Now I can come out here and I can snap away at these wonderful buildings. I've currently got the HMS Belfast in front of me, which we've got the big skyscrapers there. Tower Bridge is just behind us as well. And I spend an awful lot of time taking these photographs. And you know, after the last year or so of coming into the city, I seem to be taking the same type of photos. One after time, like St. Paul's, I've got an entire catalogue of St. Paul's photographs. I will never tire of taking photographs of St. Paul's, but one bit that I just really sort of makes me nervous, and a lot of my friends do it with so much ease, and that is actually taking photographs of the people in street photography, just taking random shots of people sort of like going around their day-to-day basis. So I had a little look online to see how other people overcome this fear, how they sort of like started to sort of develop these sort of like the nerve set to take photographs of people. And one of the biggest sort of like biggest advice that I saw is that people used a more of a longer focal length lens. So I have come out today with my 75 to 300mm lens, and I'm going to sort of have a bit of a distance between me and the subject that I'm going to be shooting today. So that's the plan, really, to see if I can sort of overcome a little bit of a fear, a little bit of a sort of like a self block or a self wall that I've put in front of me. Because like I said, I can take photographs of buildings till the cows come home, basically, but you know, this is something that I really want to sort of like try to step up my game a little bit. So the plan is to sort of like get quite a bit of a distance away from them, because for me, it is a stumbling block. It is. I'm getting very nervous. Like my mate Andy will literally just go up to somebody and go, "Hey, can I take a photograph of you?" And they're like, "Yeah, no worries." But I've tried that, and I sort of like get quite close to them, and I sort of like chicken out and walk away again. So yeah. So let's start walking around this little area. I'm planning to go a bit closer towards the bridge, just up that way, and see if I can find a nice sort of like collection of people that I can start shooting. So yeah, let's have a look at the first set of photographs, shall we? So, what do you think of them? They're not too bad. Quite like what I've seen on the back of the camera. I've not obviously taken them away and edited them yet, so can't exactly say that I'm 100% confident with them, but by looks of what I've seen on the screen and what I've sort of like looked at the back of the camera, they look pretty good. I have to say, there is a sort of like, I don't feel as nervous because I'm using the bigger lens, if I'm completely honest. There is a sort of like a freedom that I have when I can just sort of sit somewhere, zoom in quite a fair bit, all the way up to like 300, and I'm getting the shot that I want. What's also quite nice about this as well is that usually when you shoot, because this lens that I'm shooting with at the moment is the 18 to 55, and sometimes I shoot with my 50mm as well, and that means you're quite close and personal, so they sort of know that you're there. They sort of feel your presence a little bit, so they sort of get a little bit jittery, a little bit nervous. But some of the shots that I've taken with the larger lens, the sort of up, especially when you got to the sort of like 300 to 200 mil range, they're just being themselves. They're just doing their usual thing. They don't quite know your presence, and they're having a sort of like, you know, a normal day. So yeah, I'm actually really impressed. I like the fact that I've sort of like gaining the confidence, and maybe eventually today, I don't know, that's probably a little bit of a push, that I might eventually sort of get to a stage where I can sort of like start shooting with this one. And I've got my 50mm with me as well, so I might give it a good crack. But I think that's sort of like learning how to run before you can walk type thing. So behind me right now is Tower Bridge. So I've walked a little bit down the riverbank, and I'm going to go a little bit towards, I don't know what, Wapping way. I know Wapping's quite a fair bit away, but there's some really nice restaurants and bars just down this way as well. So we're going to have a bit more of a walk, a bit more of a few photos. So let me know what you think of these now coming along. Right, so I got a little bit distracted on that one because this location I've never been before. I've seen a lot of photographers take photographs from this particular location, and it's really, really nice. Actually, it's lovely. It's very, very quiet today as well, which is really, really good. So it means I'm getting a lot of shots without a lot of people in frame, which I know technically is not what this video is about. So that's why I got a bit distracted by taking some great shots of Tower Bridge with the skyscrapers in the background. But I need to stay focused, I need to keep going forward. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna leave this for another day. I'm gonna go across the bridge, I'm gonna go back into the city, where there's obviously gonna be more people, and yeah, start shooting with the actual lens that I'm supposed to be shooting instead of the one that I've decided to swap over to, which is the 18 to 55. So yeah, like we all do it, we all get sort of like waylaid every now and then. But I hope you've enjoyed that section of photographs. I'm probably gonna do just one more group, and then we'll sort of end this video there, and we'll have a bit of a chat towards the end. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. If you are, please consider giving it a like, and if you haven't done already, please subscribe to the channel. I'll probably remind you about doing that again a little bit later on as well. So let's go into the city, have a few more photos. I'll probably get distracted again because I love shooting in the city anyway, but you know, you can't have enough photographs really. It's that simple. The Instagram is starting to really sort of like throw up a little bit. But yeah, let's cross the river and get some more shots of people, which is what this whole video is about. Stop distracting yourself, Nathan. Keep me focused, guys. Keep me focused. Right, so that is it. I've just walked through the city. I'm right by Liverpool Street Station now. I'm done and dusted. And yeah, I carried on taking a lot of shots coming through past the Tower of London and then coming up towards the city. So I've probably taken a lot more than what I've actually shown on this video. So if you are interested in any of the other photographs that I have in fact shot throughout this video, please come and find me on Instagram. I'm gonna make it buzz up here somewhere so you come and find me. And yeah, that is it for this video. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found the photographs interesting. And for me, I have learned that I'm not that afraid of taking photographs of people as long as I'm quite a fair way away. So maybe it is the slow steps, building up to be able to shoot them sort of like and going up to them quite closely and go, hi, would you mind if I take your photograph? I have in fact actually met two people from Italy who I was accidentally got into a shot, but there was a photograph of them being photographed, which is quite funny, and they quite liked it, so I'm going to send that off to them. So if you are in fact watching this video as well, guys, thank you so much for your kindness. But until next time, I will see you in the next video, and yeah, be good, be fun, be free, enjoy yourself, and yeah, mwah, 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 mwah. Bye.